Hello and welcome everybody, what is going on? So this is MiaSanMiaTV here today with a TransferTalk, and I'm not really that many stories today, there are just two really, or three I guess you could say, well two, let's say two and a half. One story that has been going around for quite a while and has finally concluded today, and that is where will Badstuber go next on loan. Now I did mention last time that depending on obviously how you are on the fence about Badstuber, whether you want him to leave, whether you want him to leave on loan, whether you want him to leave permanently, whatever your thought was, that this week will probably be the decider. You know, this week it will probably be finished, and it's official now. He's going on loan for 6 months to Schalke. According to Sky Germany, basically he's going to sign a new contract at Bayern until 2018. Once it returned from Doha, you know, where they're currently training. So essentially it's an oral contract that will ultimately be written down soon, although technically oral contracts are binding too, but yeah, you get the point. He's going to sign a contract once the training camp is finished, but he's gone to Schalke now on loan to get some playing time over obviously the likes of Manchester City, where he's been linked to. So that's quite interesting. For me, I think that's honestly a good move for him. I really think Schalke is probably a better move than Manchester City. Obviously, Manchester City, they have a lot of injuries, and the main centre-backs are really out. But I still would have preferred, if I was him, I probably would have gone Schalke too, just because at Schalke, I know I'm going to get game time. Manchester City, you know, at Schalke also got the Europa League. Manchester City, obviously, Champions League, but yeah, I don't know how that works out, because obviously he would have been registered for us, or was he registered? I'm not that sure if we registered him already, because that would mean that he can't play in the season's Champions League. So if that's the case, then, or this season Europa League, so if that's the case, then that's that really. But with Badstuber, I think what he needs most right now is obviously game time. He probably would have got it at Bayern, to be 100% honest, just because obviously now Boateng is confirmed, I guess you could say, confirmed to be injured till like late February, so he probably would have gotten a bit of game time here now, but I think what he needs right now is consistent game time. I think he's going to get that at Schalke, so him going to Schalke is the big news. It's obviously, like I said, it's only a loan, so depending on if you obviously wanted him gone permanently or if you didn't want him gone on loan whatsoever, that's how it is right now. So that's the first story regarding Badstuber. Next up, we have another one which I guess kind of went under the radar. And I thought it was going to be like a much bigger new. I thought it was going to be like a much bigger news story, but it kind of went under the radar. And that is that, according to Bild, Ancelotti really wants Alonso and Robben to extend their contracts. I mentioned that already, like previously. But what do you guys think? I'm just asking you guys right now. What do you guys think? Alonso, Robben, should we extend their contract? Yes or no? Like I said, I think most of you guys know my thoughts. Regarding Robben, absolutely 100%. Regarding Alonso, I do like Alonso. I do want him to stay. The only problem I have is that it would limit, for example, Renato Sanchez, who's obviously a very young player, his game time. But I would give Alonso I'd give Alonso a contract extension, but I'd make it clear that he wouldn't obviously be a consistent starter like he, for example, is this season, where he's basically starting. I think like he started like 75% of our games. I tell him, you know what, if you want a contract extension, you're gonna get let's say you're gonna play every third game, so you're gonna play 33% of the time. You know, just something like that. You know. Just so the younger players, you know, obviously we have a lot of players for the midfield position, so that they can grow as well. You know, you have, obviously I'm talking about Renato Sanchez, but also Thiago. You're looking at Kimmich too, Vidal. You have a lot of young players that can really fill that role. Maybe Dort as well. I don't know. Javi, obviously. Like I said, we have a lot of positions for that midfield position, but right now we're kind of being dictated by a system. Obviously, I don't know what Ancelotti is planning, to be precise. So I can't really say you know, what we need, what we don't need, because I didn't actually watch the match today. I know there was a match today. I didn't watch it because I was actually too busy. I've got exams tomorrow, so I'm kind of busy, which actually kind of weird. I'm actually getting this video out right now, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know how Ancelotti is playing. I heard that we played a 4-2-3-1 today. Is that the way forward? I don't know. I personally would like to see a 4-4-2 just because it's Ancelotti's favorite system. So you know, I just want to see it. It's one of my favorite systems. Well, it is my favorite system too. So that's just my take though. But what do you guys think? I like it, Anderson. First of all, Badstuber. Obviously, I think that one was kind of obvious that that's going to happen just with the way the news broke out this week and last week. But the whole thing with Ancelotti, obviously he really wants an Alonso and a Robben contract extension. What do you guys think about those two? Both those two, yeah? Because obviously a lot of people have said that we should sell Robben and Ribery. I know a lot of people have said that at the beginning of the season, that we should sell Robben and Ribery and really splash the cash on young, hungry, attacking forwards, you know, like young, hungry, attacking players. A lot of people have said that we should extend Robben and Ribery for like 2 or 3 years. So there are a lot of people on the different ends of the spectrum, and I'm just like, for most things, I'm just literally like, I'm in the middle. Yeah, extend Robben's contract, and obviously Ribery at that point as well, but extend their contracts, but bring in young players as well, so they can have a whole year to adjust. That's just my philosophy. That's basically how I think, right? I don't want to see the old people go, but I want to see the young players get a chance as well, more than they are right now. And that's just my take though. Tell me what you guys think about the transfers, or the rumours really, and obviously the one transfer. But tell me what you guys think though about, especially the obviously Alonso one and the Robben one. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, this was MiaSanMiaTV. You can rate, comment, favorite, subscribe. Peace out and have a nice day. Bye.